So good morning, students. We are discussing about the software testing tools. In this, we discuss about Windrunner testing. Okay. In that, we completed how to use the Windrunner and how to check the GUI and how to record the tests and how to enhance the test and how to write the checkpoints and how to debug the test and analyze the test and how to run batch test. Okay, in today's class, we are going to discuss about the last topic in sixth unit, that is rapid test script wizard. Last topic in sixth unit, that is the rapid test script wizard. The Windrunner, the teaching Windrunner the GUI with the rapid test script wizard. You can use the rapid test script wizard. So before you start to test, in order to teach the Windrunner all the GUI objects in your application at once. So that means, so this rapid test script wizard, so we are going to use the before the testing to check the application, to check the GUI objects in our application. So this ensures that Windrunner has a complete, well-structured basis for all your context-sensitive tests. The descriptions of GUI objects are saved in GUI map files. Since all test users can share these files, there is no need for each user to individually relearn the GUI. That means, so this rapid test script wizard, so that means this rapid test you are going to apply to your application so before the testing. The testing ensures that this application is designed well structured. All sorry, so this rapid test ensures that the Windrunner has a complete, well-structured basis for all your context-sensitive tests. Okay, now we are going to see what are the steps involved in rapid test. Okay, the first step is, so if you want to check your application by using this the rapid test wizard, so first you're going to click rapid test script wizard in the Windrunner welcome screen. When you start Windrunner, or choose insert rapid test script wizard at any time. This rapid script wizard welcome screen opens. This is the rapid test window. So after that, you are going to select the next button. So after that, if this window is open, then you are going to select this next button. So this script wizard will create your scripts. The next, when you click the next button, then the identity your application screen opens. So this is the screen. Now, so click the pointing hand. So this is the pointing hand, and then click your application in order to identify it for the script wizard. The name of the window you clicked appears in the window name box. So click next. What it means? So for example, here you're going to select some application. So this is the application here. So flight reservation application. You're going to check. No. So this will appear in this window name. So after that, you're going to click the next button. So this the next button. After clicking on the next button, so this window will be appear. The select test screen opens here. Here you are going to select the tests here. So select one or more of the following tests. So GUI regression test, so bitmap regression test, user interface test, and test template. So these are the different tests you are going to select. So after that, you are going to click next button. So next fourth step is select the type of test. So now in this window, you are going to select the type of test. One is GUI regression test, another one is bitmap regression test, and another one is the user interface test and test template. Now we discuss one by one. Select the types of tests you want to Windrunner to create for you. When the script wizard finishes walking through your application, the tests you select are displayed in the Windrunner window. You can choose any of the following tests. One is the GUI regression test. This test enables you to compare the state of GUI, so graphical user interface objects, in different versions of your application. So for example, it can check whether a button is enabled or disabled. To create a GUI registration test, the wizard captures the default information about each GUI object in your application. So when you run the test on your application, Windrunner compares the captured state of GUI objects to their current state and reports any mismatches. Okay, what is the first one? The first test is the GUI regression test. The GUI regression test. In this test, you are going to compare the state of GUI objects. What are the states of GUI objects? For example, the checkbox. For example, this is the checkbox. Now the initial state is on or off. On or off. Okay, these are the different states of these GUI. Similarly, it's a radio button. It's a radio button. This is the radio button. So this is also on or off. Similarly, buttons, push button. This will be enabled or disabled. Okay, that means so this GUI regression test we are going to use to compare the state of GUI objects in different versions. Okay. So for example, it can check whether a button is enabled or disabled. To create a GUI regression test, the wizard captures the default information about each GUI object in your application. If you give the application, for example, flight reservation system, in this, so if you select the regression test, then you are going to capture the default information of each GUI object in your application. That means all the checkboxes, text boxes, and the push buttons, all these data, all the GUI objects information are captured by this wizard. So when you run the test on your application, Windrunner compares the capture state of GUI objects to their current state and reports any mismatches. For example, this is the button, the OK button. So this, when you open a window, so this is enabled. This is in the state of enabled. For example, in this GUI regression test, in different versions of application, this may be disabled. Now, so this regression test can identify and reports the mismatch. Okay. So next one, the bitmap regression test. The bitmap regression test. So this test enables you to compare bitmap images of your application in different versions of your application. Select this test if you are testing an application that does not contain GUI objects. If your application does not have any graphical user interface objects, so then you are going to select this test. So this test enables you to compare bitmap images of your application in different versions of your application. So bitmap is nothing but you are going to compare the two pictures. In these two pictures, you are going to identify the differences and select this test if you are testing an application that does not contain the GUI objects. Here, this is the entire picture. There is no GUI objects here. Okay. So next one, user interface test. So this test determines whether your application adheres to Microsoft Windows standards. It checks that. The GUI objects are aligned in Windows. All defined text is visible on GUI object. The labels on GUI objects are capitalized. Each label includes an underlined letter. So each window includes an OK button, a cancel button, and a system menu. Okay. The user interface test. The user interface test is nothing but, for example, this is the window you created. So this is the window. Now, if you observe that all the windows consists of some default graphical user interface objects. Now, so this test determines whether your application adheres to the Microsoft Windows standards. That means if you are creating any application, then you are going to follow these standards. Now, so this user interface test can check that the GUI objects are aligned in Windows or not. That means if you are writing the OK here and cancel here, this is not either aligned or not. All defined text is visible on GUI object or not. For example, if you are using any text boxes. So for example, here I write enter name. Now, so this text is visible to you or visible to user or not. Labels and GUI objects are capitalized. So labels is nothing but, for example, I write enter like this, ENTER. Now, so this is not correct. E must be capitalized. So this will check in user interface text. Each label includes an underlined letter, so mnemonics. And similarly, so each window includes, if you open this window, so this window consists of the buttons OK and cancel. Now, so these will be checked and we are doing the user interface test. Okay. So when you run this test, so Windrunner searches the user interface of your application and reports each case that does not adhere to Microsoft Windows standards. So that means, so this is the window. Now, so when you are doing the user interface test, it checks the window, and if there are any differences between the standards, what you are following when you design this window, so those will be report. Okay. So next one is test template. So this test provides a basic framework of an automated test that navigates your application. It opens and closes each window, so leaving space for you to add code. So through recording the programming that checks the window, the test template. So this test provides a basic framework. So for example, you want to write some test cases, test script. You want to write some test script. No, so this test template can give the default framework. For example, in many online C compilers, they are giving the header files and main also. So these are the default structure they are going to provide. So similarly, so these test templates, these provide a basic framework for an automated test that navigates your applications. Okay. So after that, so this is about the different tests. Okay. Now in this wizard, in this window, you select one or more of the following tests. After that, you click next button. The next button. Okay. Now the define navigation controls screen open. So this we are called as a navigation control screen. Okay. So enter the characters that represent navigation controls in your application. If you want the rapid test script wizard to pass in each window in your application, so that you can confirm which object will be activated to open additional window. Select the pass to confirm for each window checkbox. So this is the navigation. This is the navigation. Now, so if you want the rapid test script wizard to pass in each window in your application so that you can confirm which object will be activated to open additional windows and select the pass to confirm for each window checkbox. After that, you are going to click this next button. Next step, choose express or comprehensive learning flow. So click learn. Windrunner begins to systematically learn your application, the one window at a time. So this may take several minutes depending on the complexity of your application. Okay, so when you click this next button, so next choose express or comprehensive learning flow. The next step is you're going to choose express or comprehensive learning flow. I hope you all are remember in our earlier classes. So first you're going, if you want to test the any application, the first step is learning. Now, so choose express or comprehensive learning flow. Click learn here. So click learn. The next, the Windrunner begins to systematically so learn your application. So one window at a time. So this may take several minutes. So depending upon the complexity of your application. Okay. Choose the yes or no to tell Windrunner whether or not you want Windrunner to automatically activate this application whenever you invoke Windrunner. So click next. So enter the full path and file name where you want to your startup script and GUI map file to be stored or accept or accept the defaults. So after click next, so enter the full path and file name where you want your test files to be stored or accept the defaults and click next. So finally click OK to close the rapid test script wizard. The tests that were created so based on the application, the Windrunner learned are displayed in the Windrunner window. That's it. So this is about rapid test script wizard.